I think we should talk about the fact that moms are the original trendsetters. Like the OG trendsetters are moms. Welcome to Outer Monologue. So everyone's now like nostalgia spiraling, which is okay. I get it. The world is a lot harder right now and it kind of stinks sometimes, but I definitely understand where the nostalgia spiral is coming from. You're looking for things that you can hand your kids that aren't going to indoctrinate them and I don't know, bring them into a brand new philosophy that you didn't even know existed 5 minutes ago. So, yeah, it's hard because we don't have that luxury for the most part. You are doing a lot of extra work, a lot of work that maybe your mom did not do. And you're probably hearing too from parents sometimes, oh, we just let you guys go outside. We just let you run and play outside. Played until the lights turned off. Yeah, our country held a different demographic back then, like a less bold demographic for sure. And also a bunch of closeted freakazoids that knew people would come after them with pitchforks and fire if they harmed a child. And we're not doing that anymore. Like, as a society, we're not doing a very good job of that anymore. We're not taking care of our kids. We're not getting justice for our kids. We're not dissuading people from hurting children. So I get it. I understand if you're one of the parents that doesn't let your kid ride their bike to the park by themselves, or doesn't let your kid walk across the neighborhood by themselves to get to a friend's house. I also understand if you're one of the people who feels like they can't police all of that, because it's really hard. Everyone kind of makes fun of helicopter parents, but have you guys seen the world out there? It has changed a lot. And it can be too much. I hear you. Being a mom, you're already tired. Like, I'm not here to mom shame or really even to talk about that. I am saying, though, that we can take back some of this power. Like, as a mom, you're more powerful than you think. This, like, Tuscan grape kitchen that's coming back everywhere, like apples and white geese, like blue ribbons that you're seeing all over the place, there's nostalgia in there. Because moms, a few decades ago, built homes that now we really miss. We long for those places. They felt really safe. A lot of them were happy. And were those things, those decorations a trend? Were they fads? Absolutely. And are they goofy? Yes, for sure. But something about all of that made it feel like home. So, no, just decorating your whole kitchen in geese, like avian fowl, is not going to make your house a home. Not if it's not already a loving home. I get it. But you do have to remember, you are shaping your kids' core memories. So I had a friend last year reach out and just go, I've never really decorated for Halloween, and everybody was teasing me that I'm like going all out this year. But that I had written a post about how decorating for the holidays was something you learned you needed to do. Like, we need to decorate in order to create memories for our kids and to create these timestamps for kids and their childhoods. And yes, exactly. That's why I wrote that blog. It made me so happy. That's exactly why I made that podcast. Because that was my bad. I was like too cool to decorate or thought, man, that's a waste of money or time or effort or whatever. But it's not. It's not, because it's pouring into the environment that your kids will grow up in, the one that they will long for when they're older. And that's really important. And we shouldn't act like it isn't. So no, this is not your permission to go break the bank at Home Goods, but this is where you put on your mom trendsetter hat. What do you like? What do you feel? What are you into? What brings you joy? What's functional for your family? Throw all that in a blender, and whatever mismatched, sloppy thing comes out, mold it and shape it into something that works for you. For every holiday, for year-round, however you want to do it. But something that makes your house feel like a home. We shouldn't be criminalizing that, especially when we have so much less freedom and autonomy available for our kids right now in order to keep them safe. I think it's silly to make people feel stupid or shallow for wanting to create a space to make memories in. Because what's happening right now? What's the hot trend right now? Nostalgia. Because we've had nothing permanent. Everything has moved. It's been a disaster after disaster for sort of like millennials on up, Zoomers down. It's been a disaster for a lot of us. Things are seeming to get progressively worse. So in that case, if you're like me, that gets big and scary way too fast. So I have to come back into the thought process of control what I can control. And I can build a space that makes my kids and my family feel safe. I can build a place where they have room to make memories. I can keep them safe from them or they, because whoever they is, they can't steal your joy. And if they do steal it, you can make more. There is an infinite amount of joy that you can tap into, an infinite amount of happiness. There's no scarcity for this. You can tap into it. And love. Don't even get me started on love. That's the biggest one of all. So when you're feeling down, if you get that itch to rearrange your furniture, that's okay. There's probably some sort of primitive survival instinct reimagined for the suburbs. And I think you should lean into it. Change the scenery, mix it up. Find what works for you or for your family for that moment or for that season. And create a space where your kids want to be. So that way, when you do have to enforce some rules, when you do have to be kind of a helicopter and be a supervisor, a lot more than you would have had your kids grown up as your peers in the late 80s, early 90s, early 2000s. It's okay to be a trendsetter here. Because more importantly than setting the trend, you're setting the tone for how your family lives, how they treat each other, what they value, what's important. And you're the mom. You're huge. You're so important. You are their sun. They are orbiting you. You're not just a trendsetter. You're a decision maker. You decide what comes into the house from the grocery store. You decide if it's healthy or if it's not, if it's healthier or not. You decide on what your kids are going to wear. You pick out their clothes. You buy their clothes. You decide if they're appropriate or not. You decide if the toys that are coming into your house are fun and intentional or not, or maybe just they're educational. You decide how your family's filling their time. And you do this by the way you arrange your house. And by the way you arrange your life, it's one of those, the hand that rocks the cradle is the one that rules the world kind of thing. You're setting something that may feel like a trend. And in 20 years, it may look like a trend. But really, it's a lifestyle. It's a core set of values. It's a mission. It's a purpose. It's for you and your family, and it's for their kids and your kids and all the kids that are coming after us. So you can decorate with ducks if you want to. Grapes, Tuscan, 90s, butter yellow, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that you're really leaning into it. Because it's not about what color the walls are painted. It's about the love and the security that lives inside of them. Thanks for listening.